Hi there, welcome back to another video. My name is Monica of Millie and Monica over on Poshmark, where I am a full-time seller. And if you didn't know, Millie is the mannequin. She and I model most of the clothing that I sell over on Poshmark. So today we have a what sold video. So for me, I like to do these what sold videos to show you what's selling quickly in my closet. Hopefully it can help you in some way or another. And quick sales to me are items that sell within 2 weeks or less. A lot of these items sold very quickly, and I'll tell you more about them as we progress into the video. So if you're interested in these types of videos, making money online, selling clothes online, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And of course, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. That helps me know that I should make more content like this here on YouTube. So let's dive into what actually sold quickly for me. And this is for the first half of October. I was actually at PoshFest 2019 for about 5 days during some of this time that these items were selling quickly, and I was pleasantly surprised that I still had items selling even during the time that I was gone. If you purchased from me during that time, I'm sorry that shipping was delayed. I normally am a same day or next day shipper. And also, if you've purchased any of these items that I'm talking about in the video, thank you so much just from purchasing from my closet. That means truly the world to me. I don't always know if my followers purchase from me, so I just like to say thank you in the beginning, so thank you. All right, so first thing that sold really quickly, and this is a brand that I really don't hear a lot of resellers talk about, and so I know back the first time I found it, I was researching it, and I was pleasantly surprised to see comps, and I was pleasantly surprised to find this Title 9. It was a longer, like duster length hooded cardigan, and it was a size small. It sold within a couple weeks time for $32 via offer to liker. Offer to liker is when I send out a discounted price with a small shipping discount, the $1.80 shipping discount. So that's how this item sold. Next, we have this Jessica Simpson jean jacket. It was a size large and more of a fitted style. It sold for $17 via customer offer. Next, we have this Free People oversized, kind of a dusty colored striped sweater. It was kind of almost poncho-esque because it was very kind of flowy, and that sold extremely quickly. I think within it sold it the next day after listing for $28, and that was like an offer that the customer had submitted, and then I had countered and she countered again, and I did accept the $28 on that item. This next item was Vince leather. I believe it was called the Scuba jacket. It had an asymmetrical zip on it, kind of the moto style. I did show this over on Instagram, so a little plug if you're not following me over on Instagram, go ahead and do that as well. But I showed this on Instagram, and I showed that it did have some wear or water spots on it. I did my best to kind of clean it up with some leather wipes, but it did still have some light spots on it. If this hadn't had those spots, I definitely could have sold it for more. But I was happy to sell this the same day of listing for $75 via customer offer. I had it listed around 100. There were comps on this item around 200, but they were in better condition. So it just kind of goes to show that, based on condition, items can get more or less. And next we have this American Eagle. They're a pair of Tom Girl was the style name. They had button fly, and they were size 2 jeans. This sold full price, I think within a couple days of being listed, for $36. This was a really interesting pair because when I often don't, I should say interesting sale. I often don't look at my shipping labels, but this one caught my eye immediately because I was shipping it to my college town, the town that I went to college in, which is a relatively small town in a relatively low populated state. So I was excited to see this pair of jeans go there. I think it was the first time I've ever shipped to that town, and probably one of the few times I've ever shipped to that state, which is South Dakota. Okay, next, moving on, we have this pair. It was actually not a pair, it's a sweater, and it was a vintage, very chunky, oversized cardigan. It did have these like bobble closure style, I guess, and wide sleeves. It was very, very unique. I was absolutely in love with it. It was one of those items that I really would have enjoyed keeping, but I knew that I wouldn't wear it enough. So anyways, this was kind of a small medium, and it sold for $35 via a customer counter offer. So I believe I sent an offer and she countered with 35 and I did accept that. Okay, next we have this Tory Burch. It was a navy cardigan. It was wool. It had these amazing buttons. The buttons are what caught my eye originally when I did purchase it. It was size large and it did sell for $56 via offer to Liker. Next we have a bundle. So this bundle, both items were items that sold quickly. The first was an Ann Taylor Loft mock neck sweater. It was kind of an ivory cream color with this kind of like fringe detail. Both are size larges. So the next one is an Ann Taylor kind of blush pink, kind of color blocked designed sweater. It was very chunky, again, kind of an oversized sweater, and together they sold for $55. Moving on, we have this pair of Coach. They're kind of like a silvery metallic driving loafers. They were size 7.5 and they sold for $52 via offer to Liker. This next item, I was kind of surprised that it sold so quickly. It was definitely an item that I didn't expect to get a very high return on, and I was perfectly okay with it, but I listed it because of the style. So it was a brand called Olive Hill. I'm truly not sure where this was sold, but it didn't matter to me because I really liked the python snakeskin pattern, and then it also had kind of a floral panel on the back. And it sold actually in a bundle with an older item that I'd listed for quite a while. The entire bundle sold for $20, and I was happy to see those two items move on their way. Then we have this vintage oversized ivory cable knit sweater. So it was very chunky, a little bit longer length. I just thought it was really unique and fun. It was a size medium, and it sold very quickly for $20 via customer offer. I was actually surprised that this next item sold quickly. So it was a Michael Kors electric blue cold shoulder sweater, great condition. But typically I see this brand sitting a little bit longer in my closet. So I have sold it, but it just tends to sit a little bit longer. So I was surprised that it sold really quickly for $15 via a customer offer, which for me, I was happy to see that move really quickly. It was a size medium, if I didn't say that already. Next, I absolutely loved this sweater. So it's an Anthropologie moth. It was called the Van Winkle sweater. It was a size extra large, but it had these amazing kind of like mustardy gold polka dots, and the sweater itself was kind of a mustard yellow. I love that color so much, and it was in fantastic condition. It sold for $30 via customer offer. Next we have, it was another denim jacket. There's actually a few in this what sold quickly video. So this was a Coldwater Creek sequin floral jean jacket. Coldwater Creek is not a brand I would typically look to pick up, but I thought this was a great style to list in my closet, and it did sell quickly for $15 via offer to Liker. If you watched my grandma haul, this was one of the items that she had picked up. Actually, a few of these items were items that she picked up. And anyways, I, again, was just happy to see this sell quickly. It was a size 8. And moving on, we have this joie, I think that's how you say it, as a silk. Again, we're seeing the python snakeskin kind of print and design. I know that this brand retails for a lot, and I've heard a lot of people say in YouTube videos that it doesn't sell very well for them or very quickly. And I obviously think it depends like how much you're paying for it, and then as to how quickly you can sell it and for what margin. But for me, I was able to sell this quickly for $25. It was a customer offer. I was happy to accept it. I was happy with that return, and I was happy for a quick sale. So next we have this Harley Davidson. It was a baseball sleeve, like t-shirt or long sleeve, I guess, kind of tee. It was a size extra large, and it sold for $15. I think the day after I listed it, and that was a customer offer. So I was happy with that quick Harley Davidson sale. Then we have this really fun Zara dress. Now I'm kind of selective with Zara. I do like some of their like dresses and stuff like that. This Zara dress was kind of maroon. It was a vertical stripe and had kind of the knot detail at the waist. It was more of like a shirt dress style, and I just thought it was such a great kind of comfy dress, size small, and it did sell quickly for $30 via offer to Liker. Okay, moving on, we have this pair of overalls. Again, a lot of these items, if you watched Grandma's haul, that was a few hauls back, I'll link it up above here if you want to go back and watch it sometime. But she had picked up several of these items, and I'm very, very happy that they are selling quickly. So this was a pair of vintage, like 90s Christopher and Banks overalls. They had embroidered moose on them. They were super fun. They sold for full price. So I feel like there's definitely a special place for those full price sales, and this was one of them. So they sold for $38. They were a size medium. Then we have this Senor Lopez pullover. It was a hooded pullover and kind of that boho look. I believe this was sold at the Buckle. It was a size medium, and it sold for $18 via offer to Liker. This next pair of little wedge heels is the Anne Klein Sport style. I think they're a great like comfort, like career wear heel because it's a pretty low heel, but still kind of classy. The size 9, and they sold for $20 via offer to Liker. And then we have this Romeo and Juliet. I think it was the like chenille style kind of knit sweater, very cozy, great for those like sensitive skins. Size medium, and this sold quickly for $14 via offer to Liker. Next is this ModCloth dress. Absolutely love this ModCloth dress. And thank you to my return customer who purchased this for full price. Is the size large, and she purchased it for $65. This dress had so much interest immediately. It was only listed for, I think, 24 hours or a little over 24 hours. It was definitely going to go quick. It was so fun and beautiful. So if you're not really familiar with ModCloth, I would really highly recommend looking at some of the brands and styles that they sell, because ModCloth usually sells really well for me. And this particular brand, I believe, is called the Hell Bunny. Next, we have this Maurice's. It was a Nordic Fair Isle kind of sweater tunic dress. I know I talked a lot about the Fair Isle styles in my last What Sold video, and sure enough, this style did sell very quickly, about a size extra large, and it sold for $18, and that was a counter offer between the customer and I. And then we have this bundle. So both of the items in this bundle are items that sold quickly. The first was this kind of Aztec tribal metallic scarf, and it sold together with this Orani or Yanni, I think that's maybe how you say it. Anyway, this brand is sometimes sold at Anthropologie. I don't think it's exclusive, but it was this beautiful mustard yellow, again, that color, and it was a leather, just so soft, and very little wear at all. It was a crossbody bag and had very unique like zipper details, and so together both items sold for $60, and I was happy with that bundle sale. Next, this pair of boots I actually had listed for, I don't even think a day, and my mom texted me and wanted to know more about them because maybe she had wanted them, and I wasn't sure that they were the right pair of boots for as much snow as she gets, so because they weren't like a real leather, they were more of the faux leather. And anyway, they're the brand Rocket Dog. They were in great condition. They are the lace-up kind of Fair Isle Nordic style booty. Another funny story is that when I was buying these, an elderly gentleman was trying to take them out of my cart, which it's actually happened to me a couple times now in the past couple weeks, where I've had some people try to take things out of my cart while I'm standing there. Anyways, these sold for full price of $36, and they were a size 6.5, and I was super happy to see them go off to a new home because they are definitely just such a fun style. This next jacket was listed less than an hour, and I had received a couple offers, and I did accept the second offer. So this was a Levi's men's vintage Sherpa lined jean jacket, and it was a men's small, so definitely oversized on a woman if you're small. Anyway, my first offer I think I had it listed at $65. I received an offer right away for $25. Of course, I countered on that one. But then while I was waiting on the counter offer, someone else offered me $59 and I accepted that. So really happy to send that off quickly. And the last bundle sale I'm going to share, all of the items, actually, I'm sorry, 2 of the items were quick sales, and the third item was an item that I've had listed for about a month. So still relatively quick turnaround on that item, but all similar styles. So anyways, this is the first item was a vintage maroon button down grandpa cardigan, size extra large. She paired it with this vintage striped kind of grandpa style sweater. And so they're men's sweaters, but of course we can wear them as women as well, just kind of oversized, boxy fit, super trendy right now. And the last sweater, which had been listed for about a month, was the more of the vintage geometric style sweater. And so we had the extra large, and large, and she offered me $65 for all 3, and of course I accepted that, and so I was happy to bundle those up for her and send them off. So overall, I hope you enjoyed seeing all these items that sold quickly for me in the first half of October. If you are still watching and you enjoyed this video, go ahead, screenshot it, and tag me on Instagram, share it on Instagram, tag me, and I will reshare that in my stories. I love when you watch these videos and let me know. I absolutely love connecting with you, and I know I've been connecting with so many of you recently. So thanks so much for watching, and I will, of course, see you next time.